What made you say, yep, I'm going to die? I was driving home from my girlfriend's place around midnight when my car started making this horrible grinding noise. Steam was pouring from under the hood. I pulled over on this empty back road and called AA, but they said it would be 2 hours minimum. That's when this pickup truck pulled up behind me. Guy gets out and walks over, probably mid-40s, wearing coveralls like a mechanic. Seemed friendly enough. Car trouble? He asked. Yeah, I think it's the radiator. I said, I can take a look if you want. I run a shop in town. He popped my hood and poked around for a minute. Yep, radiator hose is shot, but I got some tools in my truck that might get you home. While he was getting his tools, I noticed something weird. His truck had no license plate, just an empty bracket where it should be. He came back with a toolbox and started working. That's when I saw the inside of his truck through the open door. There were zip ties scattered on the passenger seat, lots of them, and what looked like a roll of duct tape. You know, he said, not looking up from the engine. You picked a real isolated spot to break down. Nobody comes down this road at night. My stomach dropped. Yeah, just bad luck, I guess. Or good luck, depending on how you look at it. He glanced up at me with this weird smile. For me, anyway. I started backing away slowly. Actually, I think I'll just wait for the tow truck. Tow truck? He laughed. I called and canceled that while you weren't looking. Told them you got it sorted out. He pulled something from his toolbox. Not a wrench, but a taser. Now, we can do this easy or hard. Your choice. I turned and ran into the woods. Behind me, I heard him yell, "You're just making this more fun." I crashed through branches in total darkness, using my phone's flashlight. I could hear him following, breaking through the brush behind me. The light from his flashlight kept getting closer. I tripped over a fallen log and went down hard, scraping my hands and knees. When I looked back, his light was maybe 30 yards away. That's when I saw it. An old hunting cabin through the trees. I ran for it and tried the door. Locked. I grabbed a rock and smashed the window, cutting my arm as I climbed through. Inside, I found a landline phone on the wall. Dead. I was completely trapped. I heard footsteps on the cabin's front porch. The door handle rattled. "I know you're in there," he called out. "That was pretty smart, but now you're trapped." I crouched behind an old couch, trying to control my breathing. A window shattered in the back room. He was coming in the same way I did. His footsteps creaked on the wooden floor. "Come on out. Let's get this over with." I could see his flashlight beam sweeping the room, getting closer to where I was hiding. My heart was pounding so loud, I was sure he could hear it. That's when I heard it. A low, deep growling from outside. Then barking. Loud, aggressive barking. "What the hell?" he muttered. The barking got closer and more intense. Sounded like a big dog. Maybe multiple dogs. Then I heard him curse and his footsteps moving quickly toward the back of the cabin. "Get away! Get back!" he yelled. More barking. Then I heard him scream. Something had gotten him. I stayed hidden, listening to him yelling and cursing outside. The dogs kept barking and snarling. After what felt like forever, I heard his truck engine start up and tires spinning on gravel as he peeled out. I waited another 20 minutes before I dared to look outside. No sign of him, but I could see two large German shepherds wandering around the cabin. They looked at me, but didn't seem aggressive. Probably just territorial farm dogs protecting their area. I walked back to the road and flagged down the first car I saw. The driver called police, and when they searched the area, they found red liquid on the cabin porch and torn fabric from the guy's clothes. They never caught him, but the detective said they found his abandoned truck 2 counties over. "Looks like those dogs saved your life," she told me.